Hello creeps! Andy here, and today I have another book haul for you as promised in my last video because I cannot control myself and I keep buying books even though my floor is littered with books because I've run out of bookshelf space. It's a problem. It really is a problem. But maybe I'll gain self-control in the future, but that has not happened this week. Some of these books I bought from a used bookstore. A few of them are from the online, what am I, 100 from the internet. And then I also have a shirt to show you, which I'm going to show you first because I'm so excited about it. So let's just get started. It is wrinkled because I tried very hard not to wear it this week so I could wear it for this video, and I couldn't because it's my favorite shirt now. It is this green Exorcist shirt, which first of all, I'm a fan of any horror shirt that isn't black because I have dogs. So any horror shirt that isn't just a black shirt, I am already excited about. I love the coloring of this. I think it's such a cool shirt. It's like subtle, but if you look close enough, very creepy. And the best thing about it is it's a little oversized. It's so soft. It's really thin. It's just the perfect shirt for summer. I got this at a shop in my mall. It was like an anime store, but they do have some horror stuff in there. I'll try to find it and link it down below, but I don't know if I'll be able to. And then let's get into the books. So they're kind of all mixed together, the used books versus the new books. The first one that I bought was this Joe Hill, The Black Phone Stories. So some of you guys had mentioned that this is from the 20th that this story was from the 20th century ghost book, and it's the same book. It's just obviously marketed to be toward the Black Phone because the Black Phone movie came out. It has all of the same stories, it's just a republished version. I'm pretty sure, at least that's what the publication details show me. It's just for people like me who walk in and go, oh, the Black Phone, that's a horror movie that's coming out. I should read the book and watch the movie and make a video about it, which I did. I will leave that link down below if you guys haven't seen it. But anyways, I really enjoyed the Black Phone story. I was really surprised at how much I liked it. I haven't read a lot of Joe Hill, so I'm very excited to read more of his short stories in here. I've only read one book of his, and then I have this one. So if you guys have a favorite, definitely let me know. And then the next one we have here, I was very excited to find. This is The Rules of Attraction by Bret Easton Ellis. So if you guys don't know, Bret Easton Ellis is releasing his new horror novel next year, January 2021. 2, 3, holy shit, mark your calendars, because he is the author, if you don't know, of American Psycho, which is one of my favorite yet controversial books. You either love it or hate it, and I just happen to absolutely love it. And actually, I know this is like a Bret Easton Ellis ad right here, but if you subscribe to his podcast, he actually reads the story for you now, like you get it now before it even comes out. So I've been debating, do I want to listen to it on audiobook and then buy the book when it comes out? Mark your calendars for that one. But here we just have The Rules of Attraction. So this one just says, set in a small affluent liberal arts college in New England at the height of the Reagan 80s. The Rules of Attraction is a startlingly funny kaleidoscope novel about 3 students with no plans for the future or even the present who become entangled in a curious romantic triangle. Lauren changes boyfriend every time she changes majors and still pines for Victor, who split for a year months ago, and she might or might not be writing anonymous love letters to Sean, a hopeless romantic. So yeah, I don't know, interesting because it's a movie too, which I've never seen, but it seems like more of a funny romance comedy kind of book, which usually Bret Easton Ellis's books, at least the ones that I've read, have been very nihilistic and quite depressing novels. So I'm interested to see what this one's about. Leave a comment down below if you guys have read this and if it is a or even seen the movie, I guess, and let me know how it is. Next up, I'm very excited to show you this. So this portion of the video is sponsored by Blackstone Publishing, but look at this edition of The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. It is so beautiful. I was shocked when I got this in the mail because it's such a beautiful copy. You aren't able to see all the details in the picture online, and it's just such a great representation of what the book is. I mean, the inside is really cool, the first page is beautiful, and even the designs atop each of the chapters just fits right in with the theme. And they also have little illustrations within the book as well that just give you a feel of what this book is really about. So if you haven't read The Great Gatsby, or honestly, even if you have and it's been a while, because it had been a while for me and I enjoyed every second of revisiting this, I highly recommend you guys pick this up. I mean, you need need this book in your collection. It is so beautiful. The Great Gatsby is a heartbreaking, tragic tale of the roaring 20s. You get a glimpse into the glitz and glamour of the parties, boozy afternoons with friends, as well as some extramarital affairs and even murder. So I highly, highly recommend this one. For those of you who enjoy audiobooks, they also have an audiobook version as well. Put some fun back in your reading with Blackstone's audiobook narration of The Great Gatsby. The link will be, of course, down below. Thank you again, Blackstone, for sponsoring this portion of the video. But let's get back to the other books I got for the book haul. Okay, so the next book I thought was very fun and unique. This is called 5-Minute Mysteries, and it says 37 challenging cases of murder and mayhem for you to solve. This is by Ken Weber. I've never heard of a book like this, but they're just really short little stories. Not stories, but cases, I guess. And you just read through them and then try to solve the murder yourself. And at the very end, there are the answers to each of the stories. But I thought this might be a fun video idea. Maybe I can find a short one and try to make a video out of it and see if we could solve a murder together. This was at my used bookstore for $2.50. Next up here, this is Arthur C. Clarke's The Lion of, I don't know what this is. Kamare? I'm not sure. And Against the Fall of Night. So Arthur C. Clarke is the writer of 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm sorry, I cannot say that name. I don't know what's wrong with me. The movie and the book. So this guy was $3.50, but I just thought that it was such an old, cool copy of a book. Something drew me to it. This is from 1945. No, 1953. Huh? There's a lot of dates in here. 1953, 1968. But I don't know when this actual book was published. I'm assuming that's when the stories are published. It says, introduction by the author. Here together between the covers for the first time are the two earliest extended works of fiction by a man long recognized as a master in his field. The Lion of Kamare? I don't know, you guys will correct me, I'm an idiot, sorry. A novella written in 1946, appeared in a magazine in 1949, but has not previously been available in book form. Against the Fall of Night, a novel completed in 46 and was first published in 48 and now as a book in 53. The novella is set no later than the close of the 26th century, the novel in an almost unimaginable remote future, but the two works have much in common, the author points out in the introduction. Both involve a search for the unknown and mysterious goals. In the case, the real objectives are wonder and magic rather than material gain, and in each case the hero is a young man dissatisfied with his environment. Must human society evolve in the end to a state of near perfection that is also stagnant? So I just thought that this was a cool copy to have. I do have another book or two by him, but I mean, I don't know. This one just, it spoke to me. It was like, hey, I'm an old book, pick me up. And I was like, all right, I'll bring you home. That was $3.50, I think. Next, we have The Sands of Mars. This is by Arthur C. Clarke as well. So this cover just stood out to me. I don't know why. So this one just says, by the way, $1. I just love my used bookstore so much. So it says, The Sands of Mars, which was Arthur C. Clarke's first full-length novel, is a diverting story of science fiction writer's adventure aboard a spaceship, making its maiden flight to Mars, the new frontier of the human race. By the time of its visit to Earth, a well-established colony of people from Earth are living in domed cities. He discovers that a vast secret project is underway to make the forbidden planet habitable for men, and he finds also the answer to one of the great riddles of science. Is there native life on Mars? So great are Arthur C. Clarke's imagination and scientific knowledge that this book has been scarcely dated by the explosive advances of the space age. And the question of Martian life, writes the author in its foreword, is still entirely open. I've been meaning to do a whole video dedicated to science fiction books in the future, and so hopefully some of these will be part of that. Next up here we have yet another science fiction. This is Robert A. Heinlein, so another huge name in science fiction. The Menace from Earth. And it says, Superb Stories from Tomorrow's Grave New World, a startling collection by the Dean of Space Age Fiction. And it just says, moon cities plunge underground, and Earth is a sinister planet dying in the sky. Extraterrestrial intelligence prowls the heavens and kidnaps man creatures for its unearthly amusement. This is the day past tomorrow. Time has ended, and man has begun its endless journey towards the menacing stars. Sounds awesome. Again, $1. These books smell so good. I could seriously just sit and smell old books all day. Is that weird? I don't care. Next up, we have a new one. A lot of people have been talking about this book. This one is Tender is the Flesh. This is by Augustina Bastarrica. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. My apologies. But it says, working at the local processing plant, Marcos is in the business of slaughtering humans, though no one calls them that anymore. His wife has left him, his father is sinking in dementia, and Marco tries not to think too hard about how he makes a living. After all, it happened so quickly. First, it was reported that the infectious virus has made all animal meat poisonous to humans, then governments inhabited the transition. Now, eating human meat, special meat, is legal. Marcos tries to stick to numbers, consignments, and processing. Then one day he's given a gift, a live specimen of the finest quality. Though he's aware that any form of personal contact is forbidden on pain of death, little by little he starts to treat her like a human being, and soon he becomes tortured by what has been lost and what might still be saved. So this definitely sounds right up my alley. It sounds like a fantastic, interesting book. I am very excited to read this. Let me know if you guys have read this guy. Next up is one that I got offline. You guys know in the last, I don't know, few videos I mentioned that I had only read one Donald Ray Pollock book, and so I was like, we gotta change that. Instantly went on the interwebs and I bought Knock 'em Stiff. I've only read one book of his and I just know that this book is going to be fantastic. He is so good at what he does. So it says, in this unforgettable work of fiction, Donald Ray Pollock peers into the souls of a tough Midwestern American town to reveal the sad, stunted but resilient lives of its residents. Knock 'em Stiff is a genuine entry into the literature of place, spanning a period of from the mid-60s to the late 90s. The linked stories that comprise Knock 'em Stiff's feature a cast of reoccurring characters who are irresistibly, undeniably real. A father pumps his son full of steroids so he can vicariously relive his days as a perpetual runner-up bodybuilder. A psychotic rural recluse comes upon two siblings committing incest and feels compelled to take action. Donald Ray Pollock presents his characters and the sordid goings on with a stern intelligence, a bracing absence of value judgment, and a refreshing dark sense of bottom dog humor. So it does sound quite like The Devil All the Time, which is just like a story of horrible characters in a horrible town and how their lives are intertwined. So this does sound similar, so I think I will love it probably just as much as the other one. And then the last two books here we have are by Dean Koontz. So this guy was $4 and this is called The Night Window. And it says that a visionary young filmmaker hunted for sport across a vast Colorado ranch by the celebrated billionaire at the heart of a monstrous cabal. A brilliant computer hacker slipping through top secret databases, a whisper ahead of security trackers gathering the facts to fight the all-powerful perpetuators of mass murder. These are the people of The Night Window. Oh no, a new thriller in Dean Koontz's acclaimed Jane Hawk series. Does this mean this isn't the first one? Darn it, I hate when I buy ones that are in the middle of series and don't know it. I'll have to do a little bit more research into this guy and see if I need a book before it or not. But then the other one that I got was The Whispering Room, a Jane Hawk novel. Mother fudger, if one of these are not the first one, I'm gonna be so irritated. John Hawke, fiction's most relentless, resourceful, stunning new heroine, continues her battle against a murderous conspiracy in the riveting sequel to The Silent Corner, which I do not have. So both of these, I will have to sit on my shelf until I find The Silent Corner first. Gosh darn it. I wonder how many there are. There are 5 books in the series. The Silent Corner, which is number 1, The Whispering Room, which is number 2, The Crooked Staircase 3, The Forbidden 4, and The Night Window. So I happened to pick up 2 and 5. But that's okay. I can go back to my used bookstore and hope that they have the first one there. I don't know. We'll see. Those will probably have to wait on the shelf for a little while, which does suck because I definitely wanted to read another Dean Koontz book again because I really, really liked the last one that I bought. But such is life. It's all good. But anyways, that is my book haul for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that some of these books sounded interesting to you. And I hope that you guys will pick up your copy of The Great Gatsby because this really is such a beautiful cover. And you guys know I'm a sucker for my beautiful covers. So thank you again, Blackstone, for sponsoring a portion of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon with another horror video. Bye, guys!